Good afternoon, happy Tuesday, and welcome to Facebook Live. So, it is another day for another live, and let's see here. We're gonna get everything up and running. I'm a little discombobulated today, so, but we will get it together here. Hi Vesta, welcome as you guys are coming in here, or welcome to you as you're watching on the replay. So I mentioned that I have a BOGO sale coming up, and actually I wonder if I can show you. Well, I'll do that in just a second, but my dad just left the studio. He was helping me to price and mark everything for the sale next week, and so yeah, and then I don't know. I generally come in here as Holly Jolly because I love doing Facebook Lives, and I do. But I also just finished crying for the third time today. So real life, real talk here. We got the news this morning that my godfather died, and I have cried a lot. So his name is David, and his wife Patty was my mom's best friend. And so I've been messaging with Patty, and it, brings up a lot of memories of my mom, and she misses my mom. And, she was saying, well, maybe my mom is showing her husband around heaven, and so anyways, I just was like, well, do I go live? Do I not? And I decided to, because, I love being here with you guys. And I know that even if I get a little emotional, I love being here on Facebook Live, and crafting is something that takes my mind off of things, and it brings me joy to encourage you guys in your crafting. I'm going to show off some of your cards that have come in the mail. And so it brings me a lot of joy, and I know that David and Patty would both love that. And so yeah, so bear with me if I get a little emotional throughout this video. It's hard to lose somebody you love, but it also matters to me to show up in places that bring me joy, because we can hold both joy and grief at the same time. And that is part of living, isn't it? So I know many of you understand loss, and this world is crazy. So we all grieve in different ways, the losses of life. And so, I think it's important just to show up real too in this space. So, welcome to everybody who is coming in here. Hi, Mary, Sarah, and Rachel. Welcome you guys to Facebook Live. So, I'm going to show some happy mail. Oh, I was talking about what my dad just left the studio, and, I guess I haven't talked too much about it, but my dad has been living with us for about 6 weeks, I think it's been. And so he has been helping me get ready for my annual BOGO sale. So I think you might be able to see, if I put my camera down, you can see 5 tubs here. No big deal. There's only 500 stamp sets and bundles right there. So, we're going to have quite a BOGO sale in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from Friday, right? No, 1 week. November 8th, whenever that is. So, you guys, I'm a little discombobulated. November 8th, I think that's actually a week and a half. We're going to do the BOGO sale. It's going to be on Facebook Live. And I've posted the link to that group so that you can join where that sale takes place. And yeah, that's where we'll do it. Oh, Deb says, thanks for normalizing grief and loss. It really is. It is just a part of the human experience that, yeah, we lose people we love. And yet one thing I know is they want us to go on living, and they want us to continue to find joy. And so, yeah. So we can have joy and grief, and we hold them together, and that's okay. So that's what we will do today. All right, I am going to show you some happy mail. And then we will do a couple of projects. So the first one is from Madeline Glover. Ooh, what a cute card. Trick or treat. Oh, okay. Speaking of trick-or-treating, this is the first time in like forever that I'm actually going to be home on Halloween. I have no idea if trick-or-treaters come to my neighborhood, but you should see the amount of candy that my husband bought. I sent him into Sam's Club on Sunday. We were picking up groceries, and he comes out with this bag of 200, it's like Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish and stuff like that, and then a bag of chocolates, which I think has like 100 and something. There's no way we're gonna have enough kids for all this chocolate and candy. But we are hopeful. We have no idea what our neighborhood looks like, whether or not we'll get any kids. Our last house, we didn't get any kids. Nobody came to that neighborhood. So I'm really hoping that we get some trick-or-treaters this year. We'll see. Oh, look at the little monster. That's super cute. So anyways, that just reminded me that I'm excited to hopefully have some trick-or-treaters. So, okay, this one is from, oh, it's a little hard to read the name. Becky Nichols, I think. It says, congratulations. And she's using the ephemera that comes in frames and florals, maybe, something like that. That's where this is from. And then the butterflies as well. Yes, Nisa, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. Yeah, we are going to make sure we have all the lights on so that people know we are home, because we want them to show up for trick-or-treating. I would sit in my driveway and hand out candy if I could, but it's going to be a little cold. So, all right, this card is from Kathy Murphy in Illinois, and it says, hello. And look at that right there. It's almost like embossed, and it's like glittery. It's super fun. Oh, there's notes falling out of the inside. Oh, it's blank on the inside, just her notes. So, super cute with those just little shapes in the background. Awesome. Nisa, thank you. I appreciate knowing that I said your name right. Vesta from Colorado. Ooh, this is pretty. It's a quilt card. Look at that. It's embossed there in the background. And, oh, wait, how's it open? Oh, no, it goes this way. It opens this way. Because it is an easel card. There we go. Like this. So I'll show it from the side. And it says, I'm grateful for all the little things you do. That is really pretty. Very cool. And so these kind of cards are really fun to do because you are allowing your person, whoever you're sending it to, your person can display it and be reminded of whatever message it is you're sending to them. So easel cards are super fun. Okay, and this card is from Teresa Courtney here in Iowa. And it says, hello, with the pumpkins. Oh, it's tucked underneath. Oh, how fun. Look at that. Oh, this way. And it's got all the different DSP showing off. I like that. That's really cute. So this little tag right here is holding that front flap down. That's really fun. Cute card, Teresa. Okay, and then I have a box from, let's see, this one is from Rebecca Sadowski. I went to my P.O. box this morning. I've already cut it open. I'm actually just going to put my camera down and we'll see what's in here. I cut it open so we can see what's in here. I think I might have to raise my camera just a little bit, so pardon me. I hope I don't make you dizzy. Just got to fix my camera a little bit. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. I'll stop messing with it for a second. See if I got it in place there. Okay, we got this box. Oh, we got a card. I'll open that in just a second because I see the poop emoji. So, oh, look at that. It is called the Original Bag of Poo. Freshness you can taste. What is it? Let's see. It's black cherry flavored. Oh, it's brown cotton candy. Oh my goodness. It's black cherry brown cotton candy. That is fantastic. So, oh, I didn't know this. The emoji, the poop emoji, was inspired by Dr. Slump, which is a Japanese animation character from the 80s. Emojipedia describes it as a pile of poo that is shaped like soft serve ice cream, brown in color with a friendly smile. Who knew we would take a history lesson on the poop emoji today? Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I'll have to try that. Oh, and then we have poo pong. Look at that. We can play ping pong, but with poop paddles. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Let's open this card. It says, I'm always amazed but never surprised by your thoughtfulness. That's a beautiful card. I love the simplicity of this, you guys. This is that reminder that we don't always have to have, you know, tons of layers and tons of die cuts. Like, simple is also beautiful. I love this card. And then her message there on the inside. I'll have to read that later. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Cool. So there we have it. Welcome, those of you who have never watched me or are new here. You're in for a treat. All right, where are my cards? Let's see here. So actually, before I show you cards, I am going to show you some new products because we have new online exclusives are coming on Tuesday. So I'm going to show you some of those, and then I'm also going to make 2 cards using some of these products. So the first is this paper, which is called Marbled Elegance. It's a 12 by 12 paper, and it's beautiful. I really like this paper. You know, we had a marbled paper in Celebration a couple of years ago, and I loved it, and I was so sad. Celebration, you know, is only like 2 months long, so it didn't stick around very long. So I'm excited to have some new marbled paper and gold foil too. So you can see some strips of some of the patterns here. So it's got the real red and the cherry cobbler. Oops, I should show that pattern better. And then it has the gold foil all the way through it as well. There's some stripes. Looks like Flirty Flamingo, I think, is also here. Some spackle on the back. I think that's the same. Yep, that's the same one. And then we've got this one here, which is real red and cherry cobbler, looks like. That cherry cobbler background. And there's some leaves there on the back. And then this one has the flowers on the back. I love it. Oh, I'm with you, Nisa. I love it when we have paper that has the gold foil. I love it so much. And here, let me stick this back in here. My desk is a little too messy to just set this willy-nilly next to me. And there's also this brushed silver and gold specialty paper, which you'll see I'm actually going to combine this with the 2 cards I'm making. That's why I have just a 6x6 left. These are 12 by 12 sheets, and it has the brushed metallic foil. And so, oh my gosh, wait till you see the die cuts I used with these. It's such beautiful paper. Okay. So that's the brushed metallic silver and gold. I'm sorry, not brushed metallic. Brushed silver and gold foil. That's what that's called. Okay, and then we also have the Utterly Adorable Designer Series paper. And let me tell you, it is utterly adorable. So I'm also showing you all of this because we are doing product shares. So I say we because my team member and I always, my team leader and I, Karen, she and I always pair up together on product shares. And so the link is up in the video. And you can get samples of all of this stuff, little bits, so that you can see it for yourself. But look at these otters. They are so freaking cute. And there's fish there on the back. Oh, that kind of reminds me, if you are a watcher of The Chosen. This kind of makes me think of The Chosen. Okay, then we got these otters. And we got some, looks like kind of seaweed with fish on the back. Oh, look at that. Wouldn't that make a cute scrapbook layout? Or you can just cut it apart to make some cards. We've got different sea rocks on the back. Oh, I love this color combination. That's gorgeous. A variety of different otters. And I'm wondering, there's actually a coordinating set of dies I'm going to show you. It is very possible that some of the dies will cut these out. Otherwise, this is a fussy cutter's dream to be able to cut those out. There's some marbled water there. We got some more kind of plants. And that kind of marbled water look again. Well, marbled or maybe paint swirls, depending on how you want to say it. So that is a 12 by 12 set. So just stick those in here. Okay, so those, let's see here. Then there are some ribbon and embellishments I want to show you. Let's see, we got this one and this one. So this is a Lost Lagoon soft cording. And so it's just it really is what it says. It's a nice, soft, kind of velvety cord. And it coordinates really well with that otter paper. You can see how it's kind of glossy to the look. And then we have this one, which you'll see I've used up a lot of it, and you'll understand why when I show you the card that I'm making today. But this is, oh dear, it's all coming off. This is the gold twisted thread. So I'm gonna fix this here, see if we can tighten this up a little bit before I lose. Oh, it's coming off the other end. Well, we're just gonna wrap this up here. Hope I don't get it too tangled, but you'll see I've used more than half of this already because I just love it. So this is the gold twisted thread, and you'll get some of these, and you'll also get some of these embellishments. Here, let me open a new package of this one so you can see all three colors. These are the Riverside Irregular Pearls, and they come in 3 different colors. Kind of that Lost Lagoon. There's a little bit of a grayish kind of tone, and then some iridescent up here. And I just have to move them slightly, and you can see how much they shimmer. And then let's see here. Oops. Set those aside. And then we also have these. And this is the adhesive backed heart sequins. So there's 3 different sizes of those. Actually, I'll just leave those out because we're going to use them on a card. But there's 3 different sizes of those sequins. Nice and shiny as well. Okay, then let me show you the bundles. There is a classic wedding bundle. Now there's more than what I'm showing you. These are just the ones that I happen to have purchased so far. But these are new bundles that are coming out on Tuesday. So here's the classic wedding. And you can cut out the heart. I'm sorry, the heart. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, you can probably cut out. Yeah, there are hearts. The car is what I was trying to say. So you can cut out the car and you can make like the cans, you know, behind the car. I think this one's going to be some fun wedding cards. So I haven't played with it yet, but I have that bundle. And then the 2 that we're going to make cards with today, we're going to use Hearts of Elegance. So this has kind of Valentine's Day, and with some of the like love and my heart belongs to you, I think you could also make these some good birthday anniversary type cards as well. It is a photopolymer set, so we'll use that on one of the cards. And then we're also going to use the Hearts of Elegance dies And let me show you these because there's 2 sheets. There are a lot of hearts, and wait till you see this one. This one is so gorgeous. I cut that out of the brushed gold and silver foil. I'll show that to you. And we're also going to use these 2 big hearts also. So you can see how some of these hearts go together. Let's see if I can get this back in here. And then the last bundle I'm going to show you today. Oh, I should also say, before I bring up the last bundle, the the product shares for online exclusives work a little bit differently from the catalogs. So for these, because there's less products, like for example, there's only 2 ribbon and there's, 2 or 3 embellishments. We give you a sample of all of the paper, ribbon, and embellishments in one package. So you'll have all the coordinating products you need to make some really cute cards. And then we also give you the choice. You can either get the 6x6 share or the 6x6 with cardstock. So those are kind of the 2 options that we have for the online exclusive product shares. Okay. Oh, I have 2 more things. So we of course have the Utterly Amazing bundle. Aren't those just adorable? Oh my gosh. I love this. We're cute together. And then yeah, there's a couple of otter dies, and I bet those do coordinate with that otter paper. I bet they cut out some of those images. Some river rock, some plant life. So that's another one of the bundles. And then I forgot, I also have to show you the new embossing folder because I'm using it today, called Modern Herringbone. And you can see this is what it looks like when there's a bunch here die cut, but this is what it looks like embossed in white. So you can see how even on white, sometimes when I emboss white, you can't necessarily see it real well, especially on camera. But this one, it is such a stunning pattern. You can totally see it. Okay, let me set those aside and let's make a couple of cards. So the first card I'm going to make is using the hearts and the marbled paper. So anytime that new products are coming out, demonstrators like to do card swaps. And so these are ones that I have sent in and now I can show them to you. And so I thought I would show you a couple of the designs that I made for some card swaps. So I'm going to start with my basic white card base and a piece of this marbled paper that's 4 by 5 1/4. So we're just going to put this on the front of our card with the gold side up, of course. I foresee that I will mostly use the gold foil side because I'm just obsessed with it. It's so pretty. Okay, this is that giant heart that you saw in the die cuts. So it does fit on cards when the cards are landscape. If we tried to put it this way, it would be too wide for your card base. So just know that when you're designing cards, you'd have to cut off part of the heart or fold it or something. But if you're doing your card landscape like this, we can fit the heart on the front. Still going to take up most of your card front, but it makes for a really fun card front. Now this is one of the other heart dies, and I'm just going to hold it up here. These little holes, they're like little tiny holes that have been punched in it all the way around with the die. Now I will say I recommend using wax paper with this die because it did like to stick inside the die. So the wax paper just made it easier to get out of the die. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of tape here to the middle of my heart. And I'm going to take out that gold twisted thread, which is probably now a tangled mess. but we'll see if we can find the end of it. I might have to re-wrap this and tape the end so that it's not so tangled. Let's see here. Okay, that should be enough to work with. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick this across the heart, and I'm going to just kind of wrap it with my finger and press it down in the middle each time. Just wrap it back and forth 3 times. And trying to get my scissors here. There we go. Okay, so now I told you that I took that detailed die and I cut it out of the gold foil. I actually cut it out of gold and silver. I'll show you the silver on the next card that we're going to make. But how beautiful is that, you guys? It is just stunning what it looks like. I just can't get over how beautiful it is. I just want to use these hearts on everything. So I'm going to take this heart and I'm going to add some dimensionals to it. And we're just going to stick that here over that exposed tape that I had on my card. So now I can take a scrap piece of basic white, and let me grab my 2 ink pads that I need here. We're going to use some real red and the stamp that says "My heart belongs to you." Like I said, I think this would make a good anniversary card. Obviously Valentine's Day, but I'm trying to think beyond just Valentine's Day for this stamp set. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to just quickly cut around these letters. Oops, that's getting in my way. So we're just going to, I'm not being exact, I'm just trying to get a little bit closer to the letters than, you know, say one rectangle die cut might do for me, because I don't want to hide too much of my gold heart. That gold heart is just so pretty. So my initial thought of doing like a rectangle across here just was not gonna, it wasn't gonna cut it, because I didn't want to hide too much of this detail. So I'm just gonna cut it out like that and apply a little bit of tape here so that I can stick that across the middle. And then we can use those heart sequins, and I'm going to add one of each size over here on the corner. So it kind of ties in with the 3 hearts in the middle. We're going to also have 3 hearts in the corner. And then we can fold this, crease it down. And here's the first card I wanted to show you. Now, depending on which pattern of paper you cut, your card can look a little bit different. So if I pull this one, and then I also have this one. So these are 3 different patterns from that, what was that paper called again? Marbled Elegance. From the Marbled Elegance paper. So these are 3 different patterns that I used, and they all coordinate with real red. So being able to have that same, you know, combination of hearts worked really well for it. Okay, let's make an otter card. So my other card, sorry, I'm grabbing my pieces here. So we're going to take our garden green card base, and we're going to take one of those herringbone embossed pieces of paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, what is this called? Silver and white sheer ribbon. And I'm going to go across the bottom of my embossed piece. maybe about 1 inch from the bottom. Now, this ribbon really likes to slide around, okay? So I'm going to burnish it here with my finger, make sure it gets stuck down pretty good. And then I'm also, as I tape around the 4 sides, I'm going to tape over that ribbon again, because I really want to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. A lot of times when I use this ribbon, I like to use it with dimensionals, so I can put a dimensional there to hold it down. But I'm not using dimensionals on this. I have put tape on all 4 sides because it is a 3D embossed piece, so I want to make sure it lays nice and flat. And if I only put tape on a couple of sides, it doesn't always lay flat because of the 3D embossing. And then while it's still attached to the spool, let's just unwrap some here. I am going to first cut at an angle, so I can start that way. And then I'm going to feed it under here, and I am just going to tie a knot. And I'm doing it while it's still attached to the spool because I'll waste less ribbon that way. So we've got that here, and now I can oh, this is actually a little long, so I'm going to have to cut a little bit off of this end. Okay, now I don't want that to come apart, so I am just going to grab a glue dot, and we're going to take a glue dot, we're just going to set that under the knot, and that'll help hold it in place, so that's not going to go anywhere, okay? All right. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a piece of Designer Series paper and Garden Green cardstock. My DSP is 3x3, and so my cardstock is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Now I did 3x3 on the DSP so that I could maximize what I could get out of a sheet of paper. Because when we do card swaps, we usually make 20 or so cards. So I wanted to make sure I could get otters for everybody. Otters for days. Let's see here. We'll put some dimensionals here. And we're going to pop this up in the middle of our card. And here we go. Oh yeah, Kathy, this embossing folder is beautiful. So it's the new herringbone embossing folder. Get that ribbon out from under there. There we go. Now, depending on where the otters are is going to depend on where I put my heart. But before I do that, I'm going to take another scrap of white. And I'm using the stamp from the Otter set that says "Love You Lots." And we're just going to stamp that on here. Now, for some reason, I don't know where my brain was at when I designed these cards. Other than that, we'll say my brain was out to lunch. Because, you guys know, I'm actually not a huge fussy cutter. I generally avoid designing cards that have fussy cutting in them. It's just not my thing. I really prefer die cuts and punches or straight cuts. But I managed to design 2 card swaps that both had fussy cut sentiments. Why? I don't know. Again, I think my brain was out to lunch. But I really like the look. Again, using this die cut, I just couldn't cover it up. Look at that, cut with the silver. It's just as beautiful as the gold. I don't really have a favorite. So this is that brushed gold, I'm sorry, silver. This is the brushed silver foil. So it has kind of, kind of like stripes in it, I would say. it's almost like our silver foil had been brushed before it got dry or something. I don't know how to describe that. That's the best I can think of. So anyways, now I'm going to put some tape here. And because I love it so much, I actually incorporated it in both of my cards. So, oh man, this has a lot of otters. I'm going to have to cover one up. So I'm just going to use this corner. Make sure my heart is on the card, far enough over so that my card can go in an envelope. And then I'm going to take some mini dimensionals, because this die cut is, or this fussy cut piece is small. And we'll put three dimensionals on here. Because there are just these adorable pairs of otters here where they just look so cute together. And so the Love You Lots stamp just made a lot of sense for these. So, you know, normally we have to wait until January to get our Valentine's products, but you don't have to wait. You can get these now. And they don't even have to be Valentine's cards. You could make these otters into any occasion. And depending, again, on where you cut... Oh, wait, I need embellishments. And then I'll show you the other samples, because it'll depend on where you cut that paper. I'm going to use the kind of iridescent ones here. There we go. Put some of those river rocks on here. So there we go. We have our otter. And then if your paper's cut in different places, it means your heart might move, because we don't want to cover up the, you know, the really cute otters. So I had to move the heart around to different places in order to show off those otters, because they are utterly adorable. And of course, I could have easily stamped any sentiment here. So don't get hung up sometimes on the words that come with stamp sets. Like this one, there are some really cute words like we're cute together, or you're utterly amazing. But you could always grab another stamp set of words and make this a birthday card. You know, a thinking of you card. I don't know, all sorts of occasions card. So think outside the box. Think outside the box. This is the box. And pull in other sentiments so that you have the words you need to pair with. And the same with the this card. This heart card doesn't have to be Valentine's and anniversary. It could have also been, you know, birthday, thinking of you. There's lots of ways that we can do other occasions with these cards. So anyways, thank you guys for coming to Coffee and a Card today. I really appreciate you guys. So on a day like today, I feel extra appreciative of the community we have here at Handcrafted Blessings. So thank you so much for being a part of it and for being part of what brings me joy. I hope these ideas have inspired you to go and make some cards today to encourage the people in your world. So, and I'm getting emotional again. Whew. So thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to encourage one another and build each other up. I'll see you soon.